All right, so we're going to deep dive into the base chain today, specifically some of the altcoin opportunities that have surfaced in this YouTube transcript that you sent over.
Okay.
It reads like a playbook from someone who's pretty deep in the crypto game.
Interesting.
So let's unpack their insights together.
Yeah, sounds promising. I'm always intrigued by what's brewing in these newer ecosystems.
Well, get this. The transcript hints that meme coins might become the unlikely blue chips of this chain.
Really?
Yeah, and there's even talk about something called proof of talent. Ready to get a little meta.
Let's dive in.
Okay.
First, though, why is everyone buzzing about base chain in the first place?
Yeah.
I know it's Coinbase's blockchain, but is there more to it?
Yeah. The transcript points to a potential power play here.
Right.
Imagine Coinbase, already a user-friendly giant,
Right.
becoming the top exchange, potentially eclipsing Binance.
Now, that would shake things up,
You
but
know,
how does base chain factor into their strategy?
It's all about integration. Coinbase has seamlessly woven base chain into their platform,
I see.
and they're rolling out developer tools like crazy, making it a magnet for new projects.
Ah, so they're building the infrastructure and inviting the builders to play smart move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And where do things usually kick off in a blockchain ecosystem?
Hmm.
Decentralized exchanges, right?
Absolutely. DXs are the pulse of any blockchain. They're where the trading action happens.
Yeah.
The marketplace that drives early growth.
Speaking of action, there's this DX called Aerodrome Finance. It's generating a whopping $26 million in fees per month.
Wow.
That's not just healthy, that's thriving.
That kind of feed generation points to serious traction.
Yeah.
But here's what's really interesting. Aerodrome aligns perfectly with the rising trend of real-world assets in crypto.
Okay.
Imagine tokenized stocks, bonds, real estate, all trading seamlessly on the blockchain. That's the potential we're talking about.
Hold on. Are we saying this DX could become a gateway for big institutional players to enter the crypto space?
That's a strong possibility. And we saw a glimpse of that potential just yesterday when Aerodrome's daily volume surged past $1 billion.
Wow.
It's a sign that even with Bitcoin reaching new heights,
Right.
the real innovation and excitement are happening in these emerging ecosystems.
Okay, so Aerodrome is on our radar,
For sure.
but the transcript also highlights staking and lending platforms as another key area.
Of course. When capital floods into a growing ecosystem like base chain,
Yeah.
people look for ways to make their assets work for them.
Yeah.
Staking and lending platforms offer that passive income opportunity,
Yeah.
which becomes incredibly attractive in a bull market.
One platform that caught my eye is Moonwell.
Okay.
They've already pulled in over $800,000 in fees just in October.
Not bad.
Not bad for a project on a relatively new chain.
What's even more intriguing is that Moonwell isn't limited to base chain.
Oh.
It's already on Ethereum's Layer 2 optimism.
Okay.
This multi-chain strategy isn't just about expanding reach.
Right?
It suggests they're thinking long-term, building a bridge between different ecosystems.
That's interesting, especially considering the push for interoperability in the crypto world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this brings us to those smaller players with potentially explosive growth.
Okay.
The altcoins with more room to run.
The high risk, high reward zone. I'm ready to hear about these hidden gems.
Remember, not every promising project delivers.
True.
We need to look beyond the hype and identify sustainable growth drivers.
Right.
Take Alienbase, for example,
Okay.
a potential competitor to Aerodrome.
The transcript mentioned Alienbase's price has been pumping lately.
Yeah.
But it also warned that influencer-driven hype can be fleeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's fueling the real growth?
Right.
Alienbase has seen a massive surge in total value locked,
Okay.
a key indicator of capital flowing into the project.
Interesting.
This reminds me of the Trader Joe versus Pangolin scenario on Avalanche, where the second best D actually outperformed the initial favorite. Sometimes identifying these underdogs early on can lead to significant gains.
So it's not always about chasing the most popular project,
Right.
but understanding the underlying dynamics
Yeah.
and identifying those with genuine potential. Makes sense.
Now, shifting gears a bit,
Okay.
the transcript also dives into the world of gaming and GameFi,
Okay.
a trend that's gaining serious momentum, especially with the anticipation around the off-the-grid launch on Avalanche.
The gaming world seems ripe for disruption.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how base chain fits into this narrative.
Well, base chain seems to be attracting some intriguing GameFi projects.
Okay.
Take Carve, for example.
Okay.
It's building a modular data and identity layer for AI and gaming, which sounds incredibly complex, but also incredibly promising.
Okay, break that down for me.
Sure.
What does that even mean for the average gamer?
Imagine this. You own your gaming identity.
Okay.
And can seamlessly move it across different games and platforms. No more creating separate accounts and profiles.
Right.
It's a universal passport for the gaming metaverse.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Right.
It's like having a persistent digital persona that travels with you across different gaming worlds.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. Carve gathers data to improve gameplay and AI integration. It learns from your actions, your preferences.
Right.
And uses that to create a more personalized and immersive gaming experience.
So it's not just about owning your identity.
Right.
It's about enhancing the entire gaming experience through AI and personalized gameplay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Carve isn't just a concept.
Okay.
They're already generating revenue, around $6 million to be precise.
Wow.
This early traction demonstrates that they're putting their technology into practice and seeing tangible results.
That's definitely a good sign. But here's a curveball. The transcript suggests that meme coins, those often dismissed tokens,
Right.
might be the surprise stars of base chain.
It's a counterintuitive idea, right?
Yeah.
But think about it. Base chain doesn't have its own native coin.
Right.
This absence creates a vacuum that meme coins can fill, especially on a user-friendly platform like Coinbase, where they're readily accessible to a wider audience.
So the lack of a native coin could actually be a boon for meme coins,
Yeah.
giving them a chance to shine on base chain. That's a fascinating twist.
The transcript specifically highlights Brett as a potential contender for the mascot meme coin of base chain.
Right.
It's already heavily promoted by influencers and easily available on Coinbase.
But how do we separate genuine potential from pure hype when it comes to meme coins? It all seems so speculative and driven by social media frenzy.
That's the challenge with meme coins. Investing in them is inherently risky.
Yeah.
It's crucial to understand the dynamics of influencer marketing and to never invest more than you can afford to lose.
So approach with caution and a healthy dose of skepticism, sound advice.
Right.
Now, the transcript mentions 2 even smaller projects with potentially massive upside.
Okay.
Medicaid and Talent Protocol.
Smaller market caps mean higher potential, but also greater risk. Medicaid is positioning itself as a Web3 gaming platform, like a virtual arcade. Where gamers can play and earn crypto.
A virtual arcade on the blockchain.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool concept. What makes Medicaid stand out?
They've already cultivated a passionate community and have an upcoming game launch.
Nice.
This combination could be a potent growth driver.
Yeah.
Especially if they deliver on their promises.
And what about Talent Protocol? This one piqued my curiosity.
It's a fascinating concept.
Okay.
Imagine a world where your reputation and skills aren't confined to a single platform or employer,
Right.
but exist on a decentralized, transparent ledger that you control. That's what Talent Protocol is building. It's like a universal resume for the Web3 era, verifiable and accessible to anyone.
So instead of relying on traditional resumes and job applications,
Right.
you have a portable record of your achievements and contributions.
Exactly.
That's a game changer for professionals.
And it goes beyond traditional job markets.
Right.
Think about the creator economy, the gig economy, even DAOs.
Yeah.
Talent Protocol could disrupt these spaces as well.
Wow.
Creating a more equitable and transparent system for talent discovery and collaboration.
This deep dive is already revealing some intriguing insights.
Yeah.
From the potential of real-world assets on Aerodrome
Right.
to the unique propositions of Cars and Talent Protocol. Base chain seems to be a breeding ground for innovation. But I'm eager to go deeper.
Sure.
What other surprises await us in this transcript?
Yeah, it's fascinating to see how base chain is becoming this microcosm of the broader crypto world, showcasing the full spectrum of innovation, from DeFi to gaming, and even these intriguing proof-of-talent concepts.
It's like a petri dish for the future of Web3, right? And one trend that can't be ignored is the rise of real-world assets, or RWAs, in the crypto space.
Absolutely. Tokenizing things like stocks, bonds, real estate, even fine art. It's about bringing these traditional assets onto the blockchain, unlocking new possibilities for investment and liquidity.
I read that BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is making serious moves in the RWA space.
They are, and this is where platforms like Aerodrome Finance become even more interesting. Remember those impressive fees we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, Aerodrome is positioned perfectly to capitalize on this growing institutional interest in RWAs. It could become a gateway for these big players to enter the crypto market.
So it's not just about attracting retail investors anymore.
Right.
It's about becoming the go-to platform for institutional-grade trading and investment in tokenized real-world assets.
Exactly. And as more institutional money flows into crypto, it brings with it a level of legitimacy and stability that could propel the entire market forward.
But there's one thing I keep thinking about. Base Chain doesn't have its own native coin,
Yeah,
which seems unusual. Does the transcript address this?
it does, and it actually frames this absence as a unique opportunity. Without a native coin to compete with other tokens, particularly meme coins have more room to flourish.
Hold on. Are we saying that the lack of a native coin could actually benefit meme coins on Base Chain?
Think of it this way. It creates a more level playing field, allowing these often dismissed tokens to capture attention, especially on a user-friendly platform like Coinbase, where they're easily accessible to a wider audience.
Okay, I'm starting to see the logic here. It's almost like an unexpected consequence, turning what some might perceive as a weakness into a potential strength.
Remember, in crypto, perception is often reality.
Right.
And if enough people believe in a token, whether it's a meme coin or a utility token, it can gain significant value. It's all about narratives and communities.
Okay, let's get back to proof of talent for a moment.
Sure.
The transcript highlighted Talent Protocol as a prime example.
Right.
What makes it so intriguing?
Imagine a world where your reputation and skills aren't tied to a single platform or employer,
Right.
but exist on a decentralized, transparent ledger that you control.
Right.
That's what Talent Protocol is building. It's like
Yeah.
a universal resume for the Web3 era,
Hmm.
verifiable and accessible to anyone.
So instead of relying on traditional resumes and job applications, you have a portable record of your achievements and contributions.
Exactly.
That's a game changer for professionals.
And it goes beyond traditional job markets.
Okay.
Think about the creator economy, the gig economy, even DAOs.
Yeah.
Talent Protocol could disrupt these spaces as well, creating a more equitable and transparent system for talent discovery and collaboration.
It's empowering individuals to take control of their careers and showcase their talents on a global stage. But before we get too carried away, the transcript also touches on the risks associated with investing in base chain projects.
Of course, any investment in crypto, especially in emerging ecosystems, comes with inherent risks. We need to approach these opportunities with a balanced perspective.
What are some of the key risks that listeners should be aware of?
Market volatility is a major one. Crypto prices can fluctuate wildly, even for promising projects. It's crucial to have a strong risk tolerance and only invest what you can afford to lose.
Don't put your life savings into a meme coin just because it has a catchy name, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another risk is regulatory uncertainty. The crypto space is still evolving, and governments are figuring out how to regulate it. Changes in regulations could significantly impact the value of investments.
So stay informed about regulatory developments and be prepared for potential shifts in the landscape.
Absolutely. And don't forget about scams and rug pulls,
Right.
which are unfortunately prevalent in the crypto space. It's essential to do your research, invest in reputable projects with transparent teams, and be wary of promises that sound too good to be true.
Solid advice. It's better to err on the side of caution and protect your hard-earned money. Now let's shift our focus back to some of the unique features that set Base Chain apart from other platforms. The transcript mentioned user-friendliness as a key strength.
Yeah, it's a crucial differentiator, especially as we witness a new wave of crypto adoption driven by platforms like Coinbase. By making Base Chain easy to navigate, they're attracting a wider range of users, from seasoned veterans to complete newcomers.
It's like they're lowering the barriers to entry, creating a welcoming on-ramp to the world of blockchain.
Exactly. And this focus on user experience is evident in everything from the Base Chain wallet to the developer tools. They're striving to create a seamless and intuitive experience for everyone.
Another feature that caught my attention was the concept of a modular data and identity layer,
Right.
which was highlighted in the context of Carve, that GameFi project we discussed earlier.
It's a fascinating concept with broad implications. The idea is to create a foundational layer that enables users to own and control their data and identities across different applications and platforms.
It's like having a digital passport that you control,
Right.
allowing you to move seamlessly between different services without having to recreate accounts and profiles every time.
Precisely. And this has significant implications for privacy, security, and control over your digital footprint.
It's almost like reclaiming ownership of your digital self, breaking free from the walled gardens of traditional platforms. But how does Base Chain ensure that this vision becomes a reality?
That's where their commitment to open source technology and decentralized governance comes in. By fostering an environment where developers can build innovative solutions and users have a voice in shaping the ecosystem, Base Chain is positioning itself as a leader in the quest for a more equitable and empowering digital future.
It's inspiring to see these technologies being used to address some of the fundamental challenges we face in the digital age. But with so much happening on Base Chain, I'm wondering, what are some of the key trends and developments to watch moving forward?
Yeah, it feels like Base Chain is more than just a platform. It's
Right.
almost like a movement, a community of builders and believers coming together to create something new.
You're right. The transcript highlights how certain projects like Medicaid are fostering these passionate communities. It's about shared beliefs and a collective vision for the future of blockchain gaming. That kind of energy is infectious and can really drive a project's success. Yeah, it reminds me of the early days of the internet, that pioneering spirit of innovation and collaboration. And just like the internet transformed how we communicate and share information, blockchain has the potential to revolutionize so many industries.
Absolutely. From finance and gaming to healthcare and supply chain management, the possibilities truly seem endless. But with so much happening, it's hard to know where to focus.
Yeah, the transcript emphasizes the importance of looking beyond the hype and identifying those sustainable growth drivers. Yeah. Real value, not just fleeting trends.
Exactly. Things like consistent growth and total value, locked, genuine revenue generation. These are signs of a project with staying power. It's about separating the signal from the noise, identifying those projects, solving real-world problems.
And as always, diversification is key. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Wise advice. Spread your risk across multiple projects that you believe in and only invest what you can afford to lose.
So what's next for BaseChain? What are some of the key trends and developments to watch?
One trend to watch is the continued rise of GameFi. As blockchain technology evolves, we're going to see even more immersive and engaging gaming experiences, leveraging NFTs, DAOs, and decentralized finance.
It's exciting to imagine a world where gamers truly own their in-game assets and can move them seamlessly between different worlds. But what about those real-world assets we discussed earlier? How do they fit into the future of BaseChain?
The integration of RWAs is a game changer. As more traditional assets are tokenized and brought onto the blockchain, platforms like Airdrome could become major players in this space, attracting institutional investors and further bridging the gap between traditional finance and the decentralized world.
Yeah, it feels like we're witnessing a convergence, a merging of two worlds that were once seen as separate. And BaseChain is right at the forefront of this movement.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about proof of talent. As platforms like Talent Protocol gain traction, they have the potential to revolutionize how we think about work skills and reputation in the digital age.
Yeah, it's about empowering individuals to showcase their talents, connect with opportunities, and build a future where skills and contributions are valued above all else.
Precisely. It's about creating a more equitable and meritocratic system where opportunity is accessible to everyone regardless of location, background, or connections.
Wow, this deep dive into BaseChain has been an eye-opening experience. From the potential of real-world assets to the rise of GameFi and the transformative power of proof of talent, it's clear that this platform is at the forefront of the Web3 revolution.
It's a testament to the ingenuity and collaborative spirit driving the blockchain space. But remember, this is just the beginning. The future of BaseChain and the broader crypto landscape is still being written.
So to our listeners, we encourage you to keep exploring, stay curious, and continue to dive deep into this exciting world. Who knows what groundbreaking innovations await us just around the corner. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.